Good evening, members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? For those who follow on the stream, YouTube, Facebook, and for those who follow my short TikToks under HCS895. Good evening, everybody. How's everybody doing this Monday? Hope everybody's doing good. Tonight it's Succubus, Incubus, night terrors, and sleep paralysis. That's the topic for tonight. How you doing, Ona Pedigo? How you doing, Ernesto Hernandez? Doing good. I just haven't been able to get my workouts out like I normally work out. Been in a slump on that for about 2 weeks. When you go from appointment to appointment with the VA, they draw blood. When they draw blood, you can't do your workouts. So I'm still recuperating for this arm to heal, so I can get back in the groove of things. How y'all doing tonight? Hope y'all doing great. Just waiting on my co-host to jump on here. I will share this to some of the other groups. I see something about Kentucky up there. I've actually been to Kentucky back in 1989 when I joined the military. I was stationed in Fort Knox, Kentucky. I went to basic training there to become a tanker, 19 kilo. Long time ago. I was my basic training was in Disney Barracks, Bravo 213. Many moons ago. Uh, yeah, y'all have a lot of crazy storms over there in Kentucky. Uh, when I went out there during the winter. So my basic training was during the winter. So there was snow and everything out there when I was sick. There's my co-host. Yep.
Howdy, people. Let's see who's here.
Sister Ona, that he was stationed there.
Hello, Ona Pidigo, Ernest Hernandez. What's up, Real MMA?
Let's see, there's
DJ
my hat
Miller.
as a
Oh,
tanker.
nice.
It's my hat. I don't have it on tonight, but
Hello, Madeline. Hello, my bros. How you doing?
there's a lot of It's like a whole different environment where I come from. It's up there in the mountains and stuff. A lot of pine trees, and all kinds of things out there in the woods. Elevation is higher,
Hello, Juan
harder.
Avila.
Uh, and of course, the weather is different. But yeah, that's why I went to basic training. And then from there, I got sent to Germany, which is another high elevation, a lot of mountains, a lot of
Good
tall
man, dude.
trees. So,
I'm doing great, my Bruce. Hello, Prima Evie. How you doing?
what shirt you got on today, cousin? Let's see what you got on. Oh, shit. That's a nice one. Look at that. Gold with the red eyes and flames.
I'm flaming today, man. Yeah, I mean, I know they're gonna use that against me.
Yeah, I got this one. Let me see if I can light her up some. See, I can see her better.
Yeah, man. Hold on, man. Let me make sure I got it right so they can put the corn in the right place. How was your day, cousin?
Pretty good, man. Just here chilling. Just here chilling. Got me some good rest. I just haven't been the same after they did the damn test. Trying to come back. It's like the test that did a number on me. Sister Ona says I grew up 50 miles from Mammoth Cave National Park.
Thank you, Juan. Thank you. No, dude, I spent all day messing around with the insurance and so on until I find one that I could use to get my truck legal, man. I was running around breaking the law, dude. I was being a rebel, like back in my teenage years. So finally,
Well,
yeah.
I want to share something, cousin, before we continue and get talking about the succubus and incubus. Uh, there's always people coming at us in a negative way as we're trying to run a show and stuff.
Thank you, owner.
So I just want to share something since whoever wants to take screenshots of this, you're more than welcome. We try to stick to the program, but since people have been taking pictures from my Facebook and taking screenshots when we do something here, and it's the same people that has targeted us and coming at us in a negative way. Well, I got something for them here tonight. So whoever's got screenshots, you want to take screenshots? I got something to so y'all can screenshot about. Here we go. You want to take a screenshot of this? Let me get on there first. You're more than welcome. I'm just here to let y'all know. You want a show report too? You're gonna get one. Y'all keep on messing around. We're trying to stick to the show. Sometimes succubus and incubus make people act a different way. You know, because they're attached to them. So here we go. This is what I wanted to share with y'all before we continue.
Put
Right
the
here
corn
we
in
got
the
the hungry hippo. You got some hidden baby oil right there. They got their little mascot, the $50 rubber ducky in the baby oil. It's nothing like a corn party. You got P
Jesus.
Diddy involved in the corn party here.
The one in the
We got
middle, dude.
Stephen Michael,
Here,
aka
Michael.
K. Longhorn, aka Damian Peterson, aka John Smith, and etc. and etc. and etc.
Looks like
Enjoying
he's
the
had.
party.
It looks like
See
he had too much
Jethro.
baby oil.
You all got Gayer in the background dressed up as a corn. Only God knows what he's doing to corn on the cob here. Then you got the wicked Dana Ortega talking to P. Diddy in the ear. Uh, La pinche bruja in lechuza form right here talking to P. Diddy. P. Diddy, you shouldn't listen to her. She got you in trouble. Now you're in jail.
Without no baby.
And look, they even got the cross here because they say they're Christians, but this is not Christian-like activity, brothers and sisters. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this off the Facebook. You know, you're more than welcome to take a screenshot of this. I'm placing it here because you know people come at us in a negative way. So here we go. Something they can talk about it. You're seeing the first here on spiritual encrypted encounters. Yeah, take a screenshot of that, suckers.
I'm pretty sure whoever's been taking screenshots for a couple of days, they're probably in here already, man.
That's all right. Look, I'm taking one too, and I'm going to place it on the news channel.
SCE News.
Whoever created this was very intelligent. That's all I can say. It was an animus. What do you call it? Ignito person that jumped in there and placed this in there. So I stole it. I said I'm going to use this. So since they left out, we could always go live with all of them there right on the side. But we're talking about the Succubus and Incubus. How about that, cousin Jesse? We're going to keep them there all night long. So they can say we didn't invite them. So there you go. There's the crew from what do you call them? Up
And
normal infestations.
yeah, perv normal. Poor perv normal in situations.
Yeah, like they don't say we didn't invite them to the show. They're here. They're here with us right now. What they represent. We got the Geyer guy dressed up as a corn on the cob.
But he
You
likes
got
the
wicked
cornhole.
Dana Ortega in the form of her lechuza form, right there. You see her. And you got freaking corn on the cob or K Corn, Damon Peterson, Stephen Michael McGee, being like he always is, a sick, perverted person. Look at him enjoying the party.
Yeah, he's like, that's not enough. He's saying that's not
Of
enough,
course,
baby.
you cannot forget the hippo in the water with the baby oil. The look at the smile. And she's got the little rubber ducky, their little mascot, the ones that's up for $50 a pop. Let me put it in the center because you can see the gayer guy. There you go. There's a gayer guy. Freaking sick bastards.
Yeah. Gayer. He really is gayer than everybody I know.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of that one. There we go.
Dude, we have been leaving them alone. They want to talk some crap, man. Madeline.
There you go.
Go,
That's a crew from.
go, go ahead, Richard. Marry his sister. I don't like sloppy seconds, bro.
There you go. There's the crew. Up, up, not so normal infestations.
Infestation.
Infestations. I extended an olive branch to them, and here they are. They came for extended olive branch, and they're representing what they do over there. It's nothing like a corn party, corn on the cob party. Look at old Stephen Michael McGee, all happy down there.
You're like going, hi, puppy.
Slip, slip, slippily side.
That's crazy,
Look at
man.
old Hippo. What's her name? Hungry Hippo Kool Aid with a big old smile because she got the role in on Spawn. Look at her swimming in the baby oil.
She
Hey,
is the
hey, old
violator.
heifer.
She's the violator.
How does the violator sounds, cousin?
I am the violator. That's crazy, man.
Just so
Sure
Potamus.
just,
Let's
sure
give them
just
some
live.
names, man. We got Jesse Potamus. We got Wicked, Deranged, Lechusa Ortega. We got Corner Cob with the tusk. Hey, uh, Gayer. And of course, the old dang devil himself. Look at his eyes.
Yep, he's enjoying that baby oil to the max.
P Diddy was like, I thought I was a freak. They done got me beat. They should be in court right now.
That normal incestation, manly.
TDW. We got a DDW and a BBBBBBBBBW right there in the water, in the oil.
Oh man, should have
Look at
just
Gator.
lived and
Look at Gator
lived,
trying
guys.
to fit in there right behind old Mikey. Mikey's ready. Look at his eyes.
That picture is really messed up, man. Go ahead and take all the screenshots y'all want. Like I know y'all already in here reporting back.
He's like, that ape science call me a bruja, call me a witch. Well, I do because you are. There you are. In lechuza form. You manifested to the freaking lechuza.
The boy about it says he called me a hippo, but she's got the biggest potamus I've ever seen.
The one that I feel sorry for in all these pictures is the duck.
I feel sorry for that rubber ducky, man.
For the duck and the baby oil. Everybody
Ducky,
else, they can go to hell.
the ducky's like, I've seen things.
The duck is like, get me the hell out of here.
Screenshot this. Come on, I know y'all already in here. Go report back.
Look at Dana Ortega trying to corrupt P. Diddy. Pinche bruja. That's the way she is with Mike in his ear like that, in her lechuza form, telling him all kinds of shit. You got the hungry hippo. She thinks she's a submarine, that she's in the Navy, but she's really a hippo.
Yeah, man, poor rubber ducky. He's like, nobody should have seen the things that I've had to see.
The rubber ducky, get me the hell out of here.
He's traumatized.
Look at a wicked Dana Ortega, man, in the form of her lechuza form. She look wicked, don't she?
I didn't know. I thought that was her hair. I didn't know that was her wings.
No, that's she's in her owl form and the lechuza from Primo. She's right there on P Diddy's shoulder, talking
What's
to him.
up, Andres Carizales? How you doing, man? Welcome to the party. it's a it's a corn roast. I hope you brought your Valenti sauce for the corn. Cousin, I really don't understand why they keep doing that, man. We leave them pretty much alone, man. Could it be the fact that they're jealous that this show's better than theirs?
They got no content, man. They got no content. I mean, they can't get nobody on the show. They got no
Yeah,
pictures, nothing. You know,
yeah, man. They showed a picture
but
of
we're giving them what they want. You know, they've been coming at us for a while, so I'm gonna give them their attention. We're roasting them here right now.
hey, man. He did have a picture of a bruja, but she wasn't flying a broom. It was a vacuum cleaner. It was Dana Ortega.
Mr. Ducky, can you show the court on the doll where the hippo touched you?
All traumatized. She's like, whack, whack.
She touched me with a smile on her face. The
Well, if
lie
you
about
look,
is on who never planned to go on their shit show.
if he loves Batman, then you know he's pretty messed up, Madeline, because Batman, he likes little boys. That's why Robin's dressed in red and green and yellow with little boots. When
You
they're
know
walking up buildings, Robin's always first.
when you hear that somebody's hearing voices in their head, there you go. It's always Dana, La Bruja Ortega, trying to put things in people's ears.
Le dice just a hippo Jesse, le dice al Rubber Ducky, you're the one. Hello, Cynthia, how you doing? Welcome in. We're roasting corn. Did you bring the butter and the hot sauce?
Look at old Stephen Michael McGee. Look, that's the happiest I've ever seen him, man.
He's like, $50 for my ducky.
Oh my God, look at his eyes, man. Look at that. Look at that.
Cocaine's a powerful drug.
Look at his teeth all crooked and stuff to the side where he's all on some stuff.
He's telling P. Diddy, chupa mi muñeco.
Look at the hippo, hungry hippo, swimming in the baby oil.
I thought she
The
shit out
pinche
that
bruja,
rubber duck. Hello, Rain. How
la
you
pinche
doing?
bruja.
Welcome in. Lerny, how you doing?
This picture's so corrupted that the cross looks warped, man.
The cross is trying to get away.
The cross of the ducky and the cross. Look at that. Looks bent.
Poor
Look at
ducky.
it. Look at Gayer over here. I'm a normal person.
I wish I had a corn this big.
Look at him. Freaking freak. These are the ones that want to be looking like an elote. There we go. We made you an elote. And this is the main person, the main person that gets all these idiots talking is this idiot right here. That be dead. McGee.
No, the way his face is like mug. Yee!
Look at the hungry hippo, man.
She's shitting out rubber ducks. Poor rubber ducky.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's 25 minutes on these people, man. You think we gave enough attention already?
I'll give them 5 more minutes of fame. And in 30 minutes we'll stop roasting them.
There'll be popcorn by then. Get the butter. Get the butter.
So if you're tuning in, if these idiots are here, they've been taking screenshots on that. Take a screenshot of this.
So apparently, there's been somebody coming in here almost every night, taking snapshots of us while we're on live and doing disturbing things with corn on our photos, and that's just all kinds of wrong, man. I don't even like corn. I can't even eat corn.
Is there the group picture, man? But in saying that, did everybody get a screenshot of this so we can continue on with the show? In saying that,
And Gary says he's here. He takes it in the rear.
there you go. Oh man, the way Ortega looked, pinche lechos.
She uses her hair as wings. That should be the cover photo for their damn page. Yes, somebody's been coming in, Rain, and they were taking pictures last night. They were taking highlights of the show, and they were doing I don't know what with corn over that, but yeah, they were putting corn everywhere. Apparently, I even had corn in my glasses. I don't understand. So they brought down the thunder. So there they go. Hey, Gator, I know you're here, and take it in the rear. Okay, cousin, let us get on with back on track, man. Enough with these people.
They're not they're just idiots. I mean, honestly, they're not even worth it, man. But I made that for them. Give them a taste of their own little medicine because they've been targeting me for a while. I haven't done nothing. Then they started targeting cousin Jesse. So I said, okay, I got something for them. So there you go.
And from my part, and I hope this doesn't get me canceled, but eat a bowl of dicks. There you go. A hobo just for you. Share it with your friends.
Don't say that to what's his name? Because he'll
Gabe,
like that.
he's like,
Yeah, he'll like
with
that.
relish. He'll be like, with relish. All right, cousin, let's get back on with the show. Enough with these people, man. They can eat a big
Yeah,
bowl. I already said a word, a big bowl of
they
that.
can roast there for about 30 minutes of just roasting them.
Yep, yep.
Don't get us to do a cello too, because we'll really let you have it.
Oh, Simon.
They say all the things that they say is nothing but negative stuff, and then when somebody does something to them, they start pretending to be victims like they're Christians. But
I knew you were
everything
going to
that
say
they
that,
do
Dick.
is non-Christian like.
I knew you were going to say that, Dick. They're sitting around right now having a meeting. The meeting is not really a meeting; it's more like a circle jerk. Anyway, back to the show.
Here we go.
Besides, we're running out the Dick Richards clock. He's almost gonna have to go to bed, dude.
So tonight we're talking about the succubus, incubus, night terror, and sleep paralysis. That's what's on topic here tonight on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give the floor to cousin Jesse if he wants to share some stories with y'all. What's going on? What the
Oh man. Yeah, back in 1993 I was staying in this one bedroom apartment. My life had just hit the hit the bottom of the shithole, man, and I found myself asleep one night in that apartment, and I remember having I fell asleep and I was looking down at my body while I was sleeping, and then from the kitchen, the cabinet doors under the sink opened up, and a bunch of these shadow figures came in from under the cabinet, and we started fighting in the apartment, and spiritually I jumped out of the window into the front yard, and I lived on a hill. I looked up the hill and there was a bunch of shadow figures running down the hill, and I looked down the hill and there was a bunch of shadow figures running from down the hill, running up. I looked behind me and they were jumping out the window. So we were fighting in the front yard, and I was getting overwhelmed. I don't know how, but I managed to roll off the bed and that woke me up. But it started off as a night terror because I felt like there was something sitting on my chest. I couldn't move. I remember that I thought I was screaming, but I could hear myself going "Ugh," like that. And like I said, I finally rolled off the bed and I woke up, and that I didn't go back to sleep because of the dream I had just had. So yeah, that's an experience that I'll never forget because it scared the crap out of me because there were so many. I mean, there was like hundreds and hundreds running toward me. It was like a bad scene from The Matrix. So yeah, that was a night terror, and then I had an experience where there was a demon sleeping between me and my ex-wife. My ex-son-in-law said he got up to go to the bathroom, and there was something black between me and my wife. It had wings and fire coming out of his mouth. The eyes were red, and he asked her what it was, and it pointed at me and said that when I got angry, he was me. That would explain why I would black out, and when I would come back to, there was nothing but carnage and bodies all over the place. How you doing, Sailor Nemesis? So yeah, man. There you go, cousin. I head back to you now. Shared a couple of stories.
So what was it that was happening? Like, I mean, I know you should. Sometimes things happen in the nature when something, what was the last thought or what was going that week when you had that? Was you going through something or
Yes, sir.
you
Yes,
want
sir. I'll be
to?
honest. I'll be honest with you, man. I dropped off my baby mama at work, and when I went to pick her up, she was gone, and she took off with some guy. Uh, we split up. She took the kids, and I was left alone by myself in that apartment. So yeah, I was going through a lot of emotional stuff, man. There was a lot of anger, a lot of just a lot of emotions, man.
Do you have
And
a child with her?
I have two children, man, with her.
Oh wow, I didn't know, cousin.
Yeah, the only children that I have are my daughter and my son. They're all by the same woman, man.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the negrita.
No, that's my wife, man. I didn't meet her till like 2000,
You don't have children with
2007.
her.
No, I got stepchildren, but they're hers, not mine.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, man, I got two kids, Valerie and Jesus the third. And you can tell when you see my son, you can tell that's my son because he looks just like me when I was at that age back in the day, man.
Yeah.
He looks like a younger version of me. So yeah, that's what I was going through when that happened to me, man.
And sometimes that has to do with a lot, because when you're going through something, I mean, of course, what you did, living with somebody else, that's a spiritual opening because that's like temptation, sin. Of course, succubus and incubus could be into the equation. Can leave them
Yeah,
out
man.
because
They
they
were
can cause things like that to happen to
they were
to make
they were
somebody
shocked to
act
see us. Well,
different, to change as an individual. We know certain people like that, right? They're just nuts. They're out there, man. But it's because of the spiritual openings that they have.
thank you, Cynthia. Yeah, man, there was thoughts of suicide and whatnot, cousin. Yeah, I went off the deep end and just couldn't stop drinking, man. I would drink when I got up to when I went to sleep. I would just drink all day long, man. Every day, every day. That was an everyday thing. I was a functioning alcoholic, man. I would drink and be working and just be drinking all day while I was working.
Is she with somebody else now, or what
No,
happened?
no, she's married. She was married. She's divorced now, so she's we're real good friends now, man. We're better as friends than we ever were as a couple, man. She's single and well, she's divorced just like me, man.
Wow.
Yeah, but I call her every other day and check up on my daughter because she lives with my daughter. The other day that I called them, they were camping.
So you as a father, you check up on your children, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Even
mean,
even now that they're grown.
I call my son every now and then, man, when I think he's home because the job that he has, I'll never know when he's home because he's a prison guard.
What about what do you think about people that just totally forget about the children and
Um,
they just focus on trying to get donations, pretending to say that these donations are going to the children, but they're really not.
well, after so many years of wanting donations and the child is not back, then you got to ask yourself, where's the money going?
Do you
'Cause,
really love the other one is, do you really love your child if you're not paying child support, right?
well, do you really love your child if you love the rock more?
Because I believe that's we know an individual like this that wants to target everybody else, trying to make everybody look like the bad guy. But a deadbeat dad is a deadbeat dad. Well, I
Hello,
can
Monica.
I can't even give him the title of dad, man. He's just a deadbeat. Because a dad, and Father's Day is right around the corner. You know, Father's Day is for the real fathers that are there for their children. You know, but a deadbeat is a deadbeat. They don't fall in that category. So, in saying that,
Hello,
how
Beyond the
does it
Box.
feel to the certain individual that I'm talking about? How does it feel to be a deadbeat, and it's going to be 3 years that Father's Day is here, and you're not a father because your ex is going to be celebrating Father's Day for 3 years that she's had the son. She can celebrate. You cannot because you're not a father. You're a deadbeat. Saying that, let's go on with the program. I just had to throw that in there.
Wapa! Punch to the
Toma,
liver.
toma, toma.
Beyond the Box.
Oh,
Did you bring the Scooby snacks?
Rain says, "Wow, that's right. Father's Day is coming up, but Dirty Ike doesn't care. He uses his kids as a paycheck. Well, he's not a father. He's a deadbeat. A deadbeat. That's what he is.
Anyway, getting back to the show. Like I said, I shared two stories of dark shadow figures, and yeah, it was pretty bad, man. I had to like train myself to roll off the bed so that I could wake up. But you know what I
Talk
hate more than that? You know what I hate more than that is when
was that
you're having one of those night terrors and you think you wake up, but you're still in another bad dream, and you wake up and you're still not in another bad dream. I hate that, man. You're having a dream within a dream within a
did you
dream.
hear any noises while you were in the sleep paralysis or the night terror? Any
Just
strange
me
unusual
going,
noises?
just me trying to scream and going. Oh man, that's money messed up, man. When you can hear yourself, that you think you're screaming, but all you're doing is going.
Sister Melon says, how might someone with an incubus succubus attachment be affected in their daily life?
You're
Well, they're going to
always
be doing,
tired and you lack energy, Madeline. You're always tired. You lack energy. You always wake up with a headache because you've been spiritually drained. But go ahead,
and
Curtis.
if the incubus and succubus have control, full control, they can make the person do terrible things because the succubus or incubus is kind of like a demon. If they have full control of the individual, then they can make him do whatever. I mean, we know certain individuals like that. I don't want to go sticking uh, corn, throwing chunks of corn at anybody, but we know a certain individual like that. You know, I mean, golly, he's got a cornfield nearby, and he goes running naked in the cornfield.
Running
Succubus
backwards.
incubus attachments can make somebody act out of character, out of demeanor. You know, do things that's not normal, like playing with corn.
Running backward through the corn, naked.
So let me go stick back to the topic. Yes, the succubus and incubus can affect you because if you're not getting rest and in the dreams that you're having, which some people might call them wet dreams, but in the dreams they can attack sexually, right? The succubus or the incubus depends who they're attacking. They can cut. They can. That's how they attack. They keep you preoccupied in the sleep state or in the dream state, in which when they're doing that, then the succubus or incubus is really draining your energy, in which you're not getting enough rest. You're very sluggish, very tired, and the things continue to happen over and over and over, that it can get out of control, in which you'll start having scratch marks, bite marks, hickey like marks, till you do something about it. It changes your demeanor. You're not the same. You lose interest in a lot of things because you're sluggish, you're real tired. Uh, you can get back in the rhythm of things because your energy is being drained. You're not resting properly.
Okay, so the nemesis, you're still here. Hello, how you doing? Did we miss something?
So I'm just letting you know that that's what happens.
As far as succubuses go, man, I think the one that you took from me was passed down to me by one of my baby mama's brother-in-laws. Because I've been thinking about it, man, and remembering back to that one day that we were making a fish fry at his house,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw a shadow that was moving around next to his house. And I said, "Did you see that?" He goes, "Oh, that's my friend. Do you want to meet her?" And I said, "No, man, I'm good." He goes, "Man, I can pass her to you. She can be yours starting right now." He goes, "You belong to him now." And the next thing you know, I started having, and after then, I started having those dreams like that, man. So he did something and passed that thing to me, and I didn't want it, but it still, it might have found an opening because back in those days, I had a very bad temper with everything.
So we said a couple of things. I'll keep on reading the comments here about the succubus and incubuses. So what I want to do is share a video that I have. Let me share this video. Let me send it so I can share it of something that I captured in front of my home through my camera from my house. Something I captured, which I believe is a succubus because of what he was doing. So I'm gonna send that video over so I can view it. Let me look for it in the archives here under videos.
That's crazy. Be careful out there, Madeline. You don't want to come into a riot. I don't think the lizard's fast enough to run away. You like co-hosting with Wolf, Dick Richards? Yeah, more power to you, bro.
Let me read the comments here. Let me go find that video, cousin.
We're gonna go
So I can
find it.
let me go look for it.
Yeah, you see what happened, Sailor? Dick took your spot. Cynthia. Yeah, but you have to ride it like a horse when it stands up on its hind legs. 'Cause when they run fast, they stand up on their hind legs and run, Cynthia. Be careful out there, Madeline. Those will probably be tiger mosquitoes, and they'll just keep coming. I heard some fake news today, cousin. They were saying that Obama's gonna try to run for president 2028. You could be the co-host, Senator.
Trying to get to that. Looking through the archives here to try to look for that video. See if I can find it.
I mean, you grew up in the desert, Cynthia, so you should know a lot about lizards over there in Shadowtown. I remember I was really good back in the day with slingshots. I could throw staples and stick lizards to trees. Back when I
All
was
right, I think I got it, cousin. I
back when I
found
was
it. Okay, here we go. If I'm showing this video because The succubus incubus just don't attack when you're asleep. If they're attached to you, they're draining your energy also when you're awake. So they just don't attack in your sleep. They attack while you're awake, especially if they're attached to you. If you haven't taken authority over them in Jesus Christ's name, tie bind and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name, or uh, cleanse your home and put protection so they won't be able to come into your house.
Richard.
So here we go. I'm fixing to share it. I'm just looking at the comments real quick. I didn't even know that PRT wasn't live tonight. We do our live almost at the same time from 11 o'clock. So here we go. Let me share this video with you all. This is it's about succubus or incubus. Here we go. That's me and my brother right here. Let me see. I can push play and control it from down here.
Oh, I see that thing walking up on him, man. Look at that.
There it is right there.
That's crazy, man.
Check it out. Right in
There it
front
is
of him.
right there. Yeah, there's one right by you too.
Yeah, and there's something here with horns beside me. See los cuernos?
You can see that eye just walking up on him, man. It's really bright. Oh,
Here it is. It's gonna open his mouth, y'all. Right there, and he's gonna open up his eyes and mouth wider. Watch. Oh, right. There's right there where open the mouth wider. Right there. Looking like he's got him around the neck, no?
yeah.
This is a week that a lot of things happened with my brother, and he had this negative attachment around him that we were able to capture it on in the front yard.
That's crazy, man. You can see it just walk up to him and try to grab him by the shoulder.
Just check it out. There he is. Look at that.
What the hell?
What are the viewers saying?
One of them said it's scary, no thank you. One said wow. Uh, someone said crap off real quick. So that's what they're saying.
I'm trying to catch up to the comments.
Dick Richard said those things have been raping people in their sleep for thousands of years. It's insane. Cynthia said that's a wild capture.
I think I'm way behind on the comments, so I'm just gonna go to where I'm at. I'm way behind on the comments.
Yep. The last comment is from Monica Davies. It's a little face of some sort. No, it changed.
I think They're gonna cut up now.
Yep,
So
you're
it
kind
is.
of.
If you want to, I can take a screenshot of that so I can show you the picture how it looks.
Show the picture, cousin. I'm gonna have to go find something to blow my nose, man. I'm
I think
driving.
see something here.
Oh. Well, I guess that's what you would call a sexual opening when you get attacked by succubuses and incubuses. That's what I think that should be called.
And it stayed around his neck area for a while.
Yep.
Uh, Still there, right in front of him all the time. Was weird. He said he had seen something, and it's still there.
He's looking right at it. That's what it looks like to me. That he's staring at right at it.
Yeah, because he backed off from there. He back. It's not. It just don't show when he backs up that he backed up, and he said something was in front of him. He took like several steps backwards, and he said something was on him, and he moved backwards because he said it was something right in front of him. He took several steps backward. It looks freaked out now. Okay, let me take this off.
Madeline wants to know how you feel after that encounter, Abe.
Oh, it was my brother that had tried to try to attack him. I don't know. This is not showing me where I left off on the comments at all.
You're almost there. Nope. Keep going.
Well, we're just more alert, more aware. Of course, I always keep my protection around my neck, do prayers. Uh, if anything, any thoughts come into the mind, like anything dealing with lust or anything like that, I tie bind and rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name because that's not how I think. Uh, my mind is not in the gutter like that. So, but that's because that's what the succubus and incubus do. They try to affect you showing you images while you're awake. Then, if you're thinking about it when you go to sleep, it follows you into the dream state. Yeah, my brother was freaked out with that. Several things happened after that to him, where he was hearing women laughing while he was asleep at nighttime. Sometimes what he was telling me was he would be asleep and he'll get waken up by women laughing, and they'll be saying, "Should we get him now?" That they were saying, "Should we get him now?" They were laughing outside his window. So he'll wake up and he would tie bind and rebuke him in Jesus Christ's name, send him away. So basically, what I'm saying is, if something happens to you that a thought that you're not even thinking about anything, it just comes out of the blue. Tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. Maybe it's not your thought. If it's an image that's being shown to you, a picture, whether you're awake or you're asleep, when you wake, have a night terror or you're sleep paralysis, wake up from it, tie bind and rebuke the succubus or incubus in Jesus Christ's name. Tell them that they're not allowed to be around you inside your home. And tell them to leave, because if you don't take authority over them, they're going to continue to do what they do.
Yeah, man, that Gear guy, he's got a real big portal. Richard.
You see, let me take a closer look at that picture, because I know uh, people might not be able to see it because it's far away. Let me see the image. There we go. Ah,
All I see
that's
is a white page.
I know that's weird. I'm trying
I
to
guess
share it. It's not letting me share it.
I guess Gear opened up his big portal.
Try this again one more time. Let me know if you see it when I know there's something going on here.
Yeah, I see a spot on a white video.
Here it is, right?
Yeah.
Can you see it? The
Uh, it
face.
look, no, it looks like a fog, but I do see like the
The face
eyes
is
and
right.
whatnot right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that's
face is right here.
that white spot is your brother's hat.
Yeah, this is my brother right here, and
Yep,
here's the succubus right in front. He's got the mouth open and the eyes right in front of him.
yep. Trying to get some of that life force.
Let me see if I can get a close up of it. Should I do a close up of the face of the succubus?
Yes, so that everybody can see it, including me.
Let me try to work on the picture so you can really see it.
That's a good catch, though, man. You see it walk up on him. Never seen something like that, man. I'm pretty sure he saw it because you said he jumped back. I don't know what I would have done if I had seen it, man. If I would have thrown punches at it or try to use my box cutter.
Let me show you get the best image of it. trying to get one that doesn't have too much glare.
Oh man. Ow. Yes, it does, Cynthia. When he plays a video, you can see it walking up, just looking at him, because you can see that eye that's real bright, just looking right up at him from wherever it's walking. I was freaking out when I saw it. I was like, wow, it's just walking up on him, staring at him in the face, trying to grab him by the shoulder now and give him a French kiss.
It's right there.
Mm-hmm. He's like, hey, sailor, come up and see me sometime. Damn, cousin, we're already an hour into it.
Telling you, man, there's evidence. The only thing that's about this photo is that it's nighttime. When the night terrors and sleep paralysis happen is at nighttime. So what comes out at night? The
The
freaks
freaks
come out
come
at
out.
night. At night. Dun, 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 dun.
The
The
freaks
freaks
come
come out
out
at
at
night.
me. Then he pop lock. Yeah, man, it's messed up what comes out at night. And like I said, man, I think that those succubuses that were on me, man, that my ex brother-in-law put those on me, man, from his yard, because he said those were his friends. Explains a lot, man. Explains why the huggibus succubus wanted to hug me.
Sister Brenda probably ran into a lot of succubus and huggibus while she worked at the nightclubs. Probably
Ooh,
hug uh
beyond the
the
box. Inquiring minds want to know.
she probably has.
She probably not even in here, man. She probably went to sleep.
Oh,
You know,
she's
she
right there.
probably.
Yeah. Put LOL. Let me take the photo off. Okay. I think everybody's done seen it. There you go.
Yeah, Cynthia, you really are my kind of girl, man. Any woman that walks around with knives on them for protection, yeah, that's my kind of. Yeah, that's why I carry a box cutter. Yeah, they all wanted to go on a date, Brenda. I thought I was awake once since beyond the box, but I was in a dream within a dream. I hate those kinds of dreams.
I think I got another picture
Oh,
here of
well,
a
all right.
succubus that was attacking me. But let me look at what we got going on in the chat here.
You see what Ona said? Ona Pedigo said she carries a 9. All right. Oh, wow. 45? Beyond the box. All right, then. The gun with the number of the record. So, what were you doing working at a strip club, Richards? Don't tell me your name was actually Shad. You went to Poe, vato.
Man, howdy, howdy.
What's going on, Isaac Ariola? How you doing, man?
Says I keep a buck knife and pepper spray in my purse.
Well, Dick, you sounds like you don't need a pew pew if you're out there doing the pole dance, brother. You shaking on you shaking what your daddy gave you, huh, Vato? Talk about helicopter, helicopter. Your two friends are Ruger and Taurus. Awesome, owner.
Uh,
Oh, you DJ'd. I'm sorry. I thought you were a performer, Dick. That's why your name is Dick.
damn, man. Why you putting no boy in blast like that?
He put himself on blast, man. He's the one who said he worked at the strip clubs. I just thought wrong. I didn't know he was DJ'd. So I thought he was a performer. So they're singing, I got my in the box, my in the box.
Pole performer.
Mm-hmm. You need a 38 for your hip, Cynthia? Whoa, wow. Monica says she used to work at a strip club. Did you sell cigarettes, Monica? I'll be honest with y'all, man. I just turned 57 years old. I've never been to a strip club. Ever. Not even drove by one. No, they just don't call my attention. I'd rather jump into a video game arcade than a strip club. Ooh, that's nice. Beyond the box. Yours is a hammerless one. That's nice. It's all internal. I don't have nothing like that. I have a slingshot, yo. I got old technology. Wow, look at that.
Here's a succubus. This is a side of a mobile home. She's right beside it, peeking
Yes.
around. She's peeking around the corner of the mobile home. Here's your face. Whatever she's wearing is right here.
She's all blue, man. Looks like.
Yeah, her face is right here. And I guess a familiar is right here. It's pretty tall.
Oh, that's that night of the Hat Man.
Yeah, but also an activity with the succubus. Yes, sir, right there. Her face was old, and she was draining my energy when I rebuked her. Type under rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. She blew up. I can share the story. I'm just sharing the picture right now. Okay, let me go back to you, cousin. And that's the picture that I captured of the succubus. Uh, so I'm going to share my experience with the viewers here. I think everybody's talking about weapons. Well, the weapon won't be able to do nothing against a succubus or incubus because they're in spirit form. Just to let y'all know. So don't go off going crazy and unloading your weapon on them because you're gonna hit something else because they are in spirit form. So let me get to that story right here. So when the things that were happening to me when I was having sleep paralysis and night terrors, I was having these dreams where I was being seduced by women, and these women were naked women, see through lingerie and stuff like that. Uh,
Not the
or
lingering.
at nighttime, in which when I wake up in the morning, I have scratches and three. Everything was a three. Three like scratches of three. Bite marks of three. Hickey like marks on my body of three. Sometimes in my groin area, I wake up with bite marks down there. And I was trying to figure out what was going on. So it's like I couldn't wake up out of some of the dreams. So I'll be there for hours in these dreams in which they were seducing me. So when I wake up, I wake up a certain way. It felt like I was coming out of the water park, very wet. Just put it that way. So that was happening and happening. I was trying to figure out what's going on. So I was able to train my senses, like to lift a finger and I could wake up, move two fingers, or the more I moved, like the wrist or the arm, I was able to wake up from my sleep, from the night terrors or sleep paralysis that was happening to me. Now I was getting tired of waking up real tired, real sluggish. So I prayed to the Heavenly Father to show me my enemy. So I told him to show me an enemy. One of the things that I was doing also was practicing when I was waking up. That when I wake up, I was gonna say, I type on and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. So I kept on training with when I was having sleep paralysis. And as soon as I wake up, I would say, I type on you in Jesus Christ's name. I was training myself that way. Then one evening it happened where I was in a dream, seemed like New York, and there was all these women, like see-through, uh, what do you call it? Not lingerie, but see-through, like kind of like what the Arabs or the genies used to wear, see-through stuff or whatever, like stuff like that, And I was, they had me trapped in a bar. I left the bar. They was trying to give me beer and liquor, and I didn't take none in the bar in the dream. So I was able to climb this fence. I climbed it, went all the way, went to the other side of the fence, and they all were chasing me, and you could see them all crawling the fence. So I moved my arm, and I woke up. When I opened my eyes, all I seen was the succubus that's right there in the photo. I seen her hovering over me as I was laying on my back. She was right above me. Her mouth was open where she was draining my energy. So when I seen her, I said, I tie, bind, and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. Her mouth opened up real wide. Her eyes opened up real wide, and she exploded. All I could see is little red particles flying everywhere. When that happened, all these orbs were in my room. If I were to tell you 300 orbs were in my room, I don't know if that's enough. All I know there was orbs everywhere flying in my room, and I was awake because I woke up and I'm seeing them flying around in the room. And I say, Heavenly Father, guide the spirits into the heavenly king, guide them with your heavenly light to go to the proper destination, right? So I'm praying this, and I see this blue light, and they're all flying around, going into the light. There's one that's kind of like orange in front of me, looking at me, like it's telling me thank you, and then it goes into the light. Uh, when they disappear outside my home, I believe it might have been the Incubus with the familiar where they were chanting something. So I got on my knees, and I said, I tied by rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, and I started saying the Our Father. When I did that, I couldn't hear him no more. But that day, I overcame the what people call the sea witch, the succubus. There she is, right there in the photo. If you want to, I can take a close up of her so you can see her face. But yeah, I overcame her, defeated her through Jesus Christ. I wonder how many souls she had trapped in her.
Yeah, been around forever, man. Those succubuses, they're like the DJN. They've been around forever. I'm gonna get water, man. I'll be right back.
All right. So that's my story. I'm gonna take a closer look at her so I can send it to y'all. All right. Let me send the closer look at her. Let me go over here to make sure I receive the pictures. Okay, here we go. That's a closer
Yeah.
look at her. Here's her face. Kind of look like she got some horns, man. Honestly, but this is her face right here. And I think I have one more closer look at her. There we go. Here's her face. This in this picture, I hadn't defeated her yet, but look at the energy she got around her cousin.
Yeah, she's glowing.
She probably was trying to. She was feeding off of me, man.
Hmm.
Let's see what the viewers are saying about this. Let me show a bigger picture of her. Oh no, that one was good because it shows a bigger. Yes, Sailor Nemesis, I did. I would say hundreds of trap souls that she took the she killed. I mean, if she took their full energy, she killed them. You know. So yes, I saved a lot of souls that evening. There she is. You know, I can try to make her face light up some, but she's got a. Let me try one more close up, maybe.
Hey, cousin. I'm sorry, man, but I'm gonna have to go. I can't see the. I can't read the chat, man. My eyes are very blurry.
There you go. A little close up of it. One more close up of her. Yeah, you gotta go, cousin. That's fine.
I can't read the chat, man.
That's fine
It
too.
looks. It's all blurry, even with my glasses that I just bought.
Oh wow. Yeah, go ahead, cousin. See you tomorrow. Open mic night. If
All
if you
right,
feel up.
cousin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry I can't read the chat no longer. I'm gonna have to go. So thank you for coming in, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, cousin. I'm sorry, man.
That's all right, cousin. Good night. Good night. Yeah, there she is. That's the one I overcame. The succubus right there. She when I seen her close up, she was hovering over me. Basically, her face. She's so old that looks gray, like a gray, wrinkly face, gray, wrinkly, decayed face, something like that. But she's in spirit, and where she targets you, or even the succubus, incubus, is when you're asleep. They try to drain your energy through your mouth, through your nostrils. That's what the main target is. Or sometimes they attack you sexually in your privates, right? But that night, she was she was taking my life source, my spirit, my energy from her right over me. But I handle that situation. Tight binary rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. So, what do you think about that picture of the succubus incubus? Cousin Jesse left. I'm not going nowhere right now. Uh, unless everybody got to go, I can go. I just was trying to share the picture how she looks. Yeah, hag like face. That's what it is. Look like a hag. A bruja. Right here you can see her body. She's wearing like a dress or something. Right here, something with a tail standing right here. It's got horns also. I believe it's familiar. Or it could be the an incubus. I think this is. Oh, I think I found it. I think I found the incubus that travels with her. All right, I'll be. Let me look at something. I think I found it, y'all. I think I found the incubus that travels with her. I think I found the incubus, y'all. Let me crop it. I found the incubus, y'all. I found the Incubus. This is they travel in threes actually. You got the succubus, the incubus, and a familiar that travel with them. I found the succubus. I mean the incubus right there behind her. Let me share this. Let's see who's here on the chat. Let me share it. I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer than this. Okay, there it is. Here we go. Did I send the right one? No, it's not it. No. Wait one. Here it is right here. The incubus. It's the incubus right here. Let me see if I can get a close up of his face. One more close up. I'm gonna do one more close up on the face of the incubus. I'm gonna do a close up of it. Here it is, right here. The incubus. There's the face. It was right is right behind her in this photo. Look. There she is right here. There he is right here. He's right there and she's right here. That's her and that's him. So there's the original photo. This is a familiar, I believe. This is the succubus, and the incubus is right behind her. I can do a close up of this one so you can see the face. All right. I believe it's demonic, the familiar demonic things that that travels with them to cause a distraction. Let me see if I can get an image of that one right there. I don't use a missile. So the familiar looks like this. This is a familiar. He's standing here, pretty tall. His face is up here. So his face is right here. Looks like he got ears, or I don't know. But I was trying to get a better picture of that. Than he looks different right there. Trying to find that photo right there so I can work on it. All right. Waiting for. There he is. There's his face. See that the red one looks like it's in a flesh form because he has no skin. It looks like like flesh, subcutaneous. Just is missing the skin. Looks red. So in saying that, who's had encounters with his succubus incubuses? Yeah, there's an arm, a body, and everything there. I can take another screenshot of it and show her the body of it. Sorry to hear that, Sister Ona. But here's the one that somebody said that he's got a body. Yeah, it's got a body. There's the head, there's the body, there's the leg, and it's got like a tail. His tail sticking out right here. The body, the head. Sorry to hear that, Ona. Yes, there's several things in that image. You got this, the might be the familiar because it looks beastly or like demonically, and then you got the succubus here, and right behind the succubus is the what I seen behind her is the incubus, which is right here. Should do a closer look. She's right there. There you go. She's right here, and the incubus looked like he's wearing something around his neck. Actually, he's wearing something around his neck, and his face is right here. Like he's got a hood on, and he's got like an amulet or something here, but the face is right here. I don't know if y'all can see that. She's here. He's here. Yeah, sorry to hear that, Sister Ona. They do attack and attach themselves to you, in which it makes you cause have sin, because they're attached to you, so they make you do things that are uncharacteristic of you, in which you'll feel that you're committing sin because you are committing sin of the attachment that's on you, and then you get more tired, more weak because it's attached itself to you pretty good, in which you have to take authority over it, type out and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, and sometimes it's hard because they travel in threes, like I showed you. Get it? Three, demonic. So I got the full picture so you can see where they're at. But right here you can see the succubus and the incubus is right here. But then in the original photo, you got the familiar, the succubus, and the incubus. Just a lot of activity in this picture. But let me stop sharing this for right now. No, Mondays is kind of slow. Normally, Brother Josh Turner is live on Mondays, so it's always slow because he has his open mic night on Mondays. We do our open mic nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Let me see if I got anything else here to share with you. Uh, that's very true, Sister Ona. Who's it, Joseph? Joseph? You should see the Incubus demon. I have a screenshot of my neighbor. She caught it on the video. Thank you, Sister Madeline. Can get a close up of it. Oops. I used to battle the succubus, incubus, and other things that are around them. Also, dark shadow figures, things that look like this, uh, with a hood, with the face of a skull. You want to call them death rippers. You want to call them death, whatever the case. They said they would travel. They would. Oh, you could see the hooded figures coming out of the woods at nighttime. So imagine you're already dealing with the succubus, the incubus, and it's familiar, and then you start dealing with about 20 dark hooded shadow figures that are coming out of the woods towards your home. So you're fighting the succubus, the incubus is familiar, and like about a lot of shadow figures that are coming out of the woods. Not unless they're all do the same, you know. All I know is I lost a lot of, not to scare anybody. I warned all my neighbors where I lived. Told them that I was seeing these dark hooded figures going into the homes through the walls at nighttime. They wouldn't believe me. Then they told me to leave them alone. Like they reported me to the office, in which I was just concerned of their safety. Um, Within 2 month time frame, I lost the German lady behind me. She passed away. The German lady is a German lady, a Korean, an old man, another Korean that's up the street, a Philippine woman that lived right across the German lady, and an old man that I knew. What they all had in common, brothers, sisters, since we're talking about sleep paralysis, night terrors, that they all were found dead in their bed. Every one of them found dead in their bed, except one. The Philippine lady was found dead on a recliner with the remote in her hand. I'm telling you, these things, they drain your spiritual energy, and if they can, They'll, they drain your energy to collect your soul. Soul reapers, soul takers, whatever you want to call them. I've seen them. I've witnessed them. I know they exist. That's why it's important to protect yourself through prayer daily. One bag I will return to Elms Grove, and I will do a daytime and nighttime investigation. One day I will go there. That's when I was. I had after that happened. That's when I left. There was another man. There was two brothers that lived on top of the hill where I lived in the mobile home park. It was old men. One of them, they were like literally part of the KKK, right? One of them had cancer, so one of them passed away there in Elms Grove. I was outside sitting on my porch, and I seen the other brother exercising. He was already up there in age, and I literally seen him get dropped by something. That he fell all the way down to the ground. I went over there to see what's going on. These reapers or soul collectors that I'm talking about, shadow figures, attacked. One of them attacked him. That the old man fell to the ground. When I got to him, he was trembling real bad. I was able to help him up, walk him home. He had no strength because it literally drained his energy. So I'm walking him home, and he's telling me about his son. And I contact his son, and I talk to his son, and I tell him, that his father's in danger, especially living there in the mobile home park. That I was concerned about him, and I was telling him what happened. So the son came and took his dad and moved him out of the mobile home park. Because if he wouldn't have taken him, he would have went up like everybody else. If I wouldn't have, luckily I was still young because they kept on trying to come up. They wasn't just attacking old people. At that time I was what in my 30s. They were attacking children and teenagers. There's shadow figures, succubus, incubus, whatever you want to call them. They were attacking children at the park while they played on the swing sets. There were several instances where kids were running scared from the park during the day because they would say that the man in black was calling them into the woods, that it was calling them by their name. So I would go over there to investigate. I could never find nobody in there. But the children were seeing it. They were being called by it to go into the woods. Spiritual warfare is very real. You have to be prepared at all times, brothers and sisters. I got pictures of the shadow figures if you want to see them from the woods in Elms Grove. Yeah, send it to my messenger, man. Send it to my messenger, Joseph. Under my name, HCS. Let me find a couple of pictures for you of the shadow figures that I talk about from where I used to live in Killeen, in the Elmsgrove Estates. Uh, the name is right there, man. Right here on the screen. Screen name Abeseus. Abesias. Here's I'm gonna send a sure two pictures where it's coming out of a tree, a oak tree. That's the oak tree, and here it is, like in shadow figure form. It's another image of it. It's the oak tree, and it's coming out of the oak tree in shadow figure form. There you go. I'm gonna see if I can make it bigger for y'all. And then work on it. Uh, let me see your question about the trailer park. I'm sorry, I was trying to work on the picture here. Was there a lot of crime doses in Elm Grove Trailer Park? Uh, a lot of strange activity. Well, actually, all of Killeen, there's crime all over Killeen. It's pretty bad. So let me send this photo over so I can take a closer look of how it's coming out of the tree. Hopefully, I'll be able to share it with y'all. A lot of deaths on the highway. I believe there was a drowning in the pool. There was a lady that got run over by a semi truck. Yeah, some killings also. A lot of crazy activity there. Here we go. That's a better look at it. He's coming out of the oak tree. See, his body sticking out. Here's the face of it. Kind of looks like a DDN, a dog man from the face, possibly demonic, but it's coming out of the tree. Here's its face. So we'll post them to the side there. But you can see it there better, where you can see the oak tree. You can see its body sticking out because it's in disembodied form. All right. Let me go to the picture that I was sent. I don't know. I see like a green thing there. It looks like somebody standing on the doorway. Let's see. Here we go. Let's share what Joe sent me. Seems like an obese woman, because that's the face. This looks like more than one thing here. There's something up here, possibly two here. Another one here. It looks kind of freaked out. Wish his lines wouldn't be in the way. But yeah, there's one up here. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those pictures, man, that I don't know. Looks like a woman. Good night, brother. Yes, Mizzle. Maybe you join us tomorrow for open mic night, brother. If you're interested, let me know. I've seen something like that on Creepy Pasta of a big woman standing by a doorway. I mean, I don't know if it's the same one or not, but that's what it looks like to me. I mean, for a moment there, I thought it was Miss Hippo. Just what was the name of the hippo? That's what I thought it was. That's a big woman, or maybe it's a big guy. I don't know, with a big belly. I just don't know what these lines are. This green line and two red lines. It seems like to me. I mean, I don't know if it's a video. Do you have the video, brother? Do you have the video for this? Because I know you took a screenshot. But I wouldn't mind seeing the video if you have it. There you go. Jesse Potamus, we got you. We got you live. That's big right there. Sailor Nemesis has got a lion head. It looked like, to me, honestly, right here looks like a saggy titty right here. And then up here you can see a face here. You can see a face here. Then up here you can see a face with his teeth, but this line is stopping the picture. Yeah, if you got the video, man, send it over, Joseph. If you got the video, I wouldn't mind seeing the video. But honestly, I think I've seen something like that, like of a creepy pasta. What is your friend's name? Maybe we can keep her in prayer. Maybe she can. Tomorrow we have open mic night. Joseph, we have open mic night. And by the way, I know somebody with a last name Gross. Joseph. His name is Al. I served with him in Germany in the military. His name was Al. His name is Al Gross. I wonder if you're related to him. I've seen something big like that attack my father one time when I was younger, when he was asleep. He was gasping for air, right? And he couldn't breathe. And when I went to go look, there was a big woman that looked like that sitting on his chest, and she had a smile on her face, like she was like literally crushing him that he couldn't breathe, like suffocating him. So when I looked at her and she looked at me, she just disappeared. But it was like a big, heavy-set woman, kind of like just a Jessopotamus, kind of like her, huge. He couldn't breathe. It was on the chest. Tomorrow we'll have open mic night, brother Joseph. If she wants to share the story, we can save the video for tomorrow if you like. Uh, she can come share, and then maybe within the show, while she shares her story, and we listen to what he has, what her experiences, then we can go into prayer and see if we can help her out, get rid of that negative entity that's in her home. Tomorrow is open mic night. I'm thinking about starting. Let me see, at around 10 for open mic night, 10 o'clock, because if I stay up too late, then cousin Jesse can see well. But yeah, open mic night at 10 till whenever. If she wants to come on the show, share her story or experiences of what we're going through. What I normally do is drop a link. She clicks on the link, whether she wants to show her face or not, or she just wants to speak. That's fine too. Just she can just turn on speaker and just talk to the speaker, right? Yeah, that's awesome. Well, is your dad a veteran? Because I know an all girls Joseph. He was stationed in Germany with me. He was a tanker. See, and I have him on my Facebook friends list. Well, he used to be on there. I don't know what happened to him. All his name is All Gross. Yes, 10 p.m. Central Time. She said she woke up one night from it pleasuring her, and when she woke up, that's when she saw, I believe, I'm not sure. Wow. Yeah, we can pray for her and everything tomorrow. But we can pray for her right now too. What was her name? What's her name again? Let me see her name. Mia and her daughter. Uh, where is she located at? What state does she live in, or what town? So like that, I could get the prayer going and help her out tonight. You know, Mia. Yeah, all girls. He was one of my NCOs when I was a private. I know he has some sons. He had two sons. I believe he has sons. One of his son was practicing to be, I think, a chef or something like that. I haven't seen him on Facebook in a long time. Well, yeah, paranormal team, brother Joseph. They're just going to stir things up because they're just trying to get evidence instead of going there to try to get rid of what's in the house, right? So, no, they're not uh, Cincinnati. Okay, let's do a little prayer for her. Heavenly Father, at this time, I would like to pray for Sister Mia and her daughter, any family members she got, any pets. We're placing heavenly spiritual crosses on her and her children, significant other. We're placing heavenly spiritual crosses on them from head to toe. Mia from Cincinnati. As we're placing the heavenly spiritual crosses, we're also placing heavenly spiritual crosses on the doorways, on the windows, especially that door right there. Uh, we're placing a heavenly spiritual cross right on there. Matter of fact, we're placing heavenly spiritual crosses on that entity from head to toe as we tie, bind, and rebuke you in Jesus Christ's name. We tie, bind, and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. You're not allowed to affect Sister Mia, her daughter, in any kind of way, shape, or form. We're calling the heavenly angels to do a clean sweep of her immediate foundation and that home. If there's any unclean spirits, uh, the heavenly angels, as they do the clean sweep, they will get rid of the unclean spirit that's in that house. Again, we tie, bind, rebuke it in Jesus Christ's name. And continue to protect her with your heavenly light, Heavenly Father. Amen. Heavenly Father listens to our prayers. The the power of prayer is very important. He listens to our prayers and he acts in spirit. He does things in spirit. Even though Sister Mia is in Cincinnati, the Heavenly Father is listening to her prayer, listen to our prayer, and he's acting to it. You know, seeing the picture of the home, and it's already in action right now. Which most likely she'll feel different because that unclean spirit is not going to be there no more. Sometimes there's certain things that need immediate action. That's exactly what we did right now, immediate action. Because nobody needs to go through something being in their home, messing with them. We did it all spiritual right now, through the spirit. You're welcome, Brother Joseph. And main Sister Sailor Nemesis. Cool. But in saying that, I don't want to keep you all too late. No, Mondays is kind of slow, um, but it's already 1:37 here. I mean, normally we go from 11 on to like 1, 2 in the morning, but I don't want to keep everybody too late, so y'all can get your sleep. I know I need to get some rest also. Uh, Basically, what I'm saying is you cannot be afraid of this succubuses, incubuses, reapers, death, soul collectors, whatever manifestation they take. Don't give them power of fear. Don't give them power of belief. Take authority over them in Jesus Christ's name. Tie, bind, and rebuke them through Jesus Christ to get rid of them. It happens like that. There's a lot of people. I know it was like that for me all my life. Just all this evil around me, man. When I was a kid, it felt like I was sinking in quicksand, drowning, because all around me was nothing but pure evil. Evil was trying to keep me bonded. It didn't want me to awaken spiritually. It's not a good feeling when evil is targeting you and it comes at you in that way. Not a good feeling at all. You're welcome, Sister Ona, and thank you for tuning in tonight here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. But in saying that, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for those that tune in. God bless y'all. If tomorrow's open mic night, you're more than welcome to join. Whoever wants to has an experience or wants to share a story, or somebody needs prayer. Tomorrow's open mic night. Thinking about starting at 10 o'clock. So like that, if we do 2 hours, we'll finish it at 2 hours. But sometimes open mic night is good because a lot of people fill up the panel. So we'll have like a lot of people filling up the panel, sharing their experiences. Yes. And saying that, brothers and sisters, good night. God bless you. Uh, you're never alone. Always maintain a heavenly love foundation, and Jesus Christ is always with you. He's just waiting for you to call upon Him so He can assist you spiritually, whether it be health issues, spiritual issues, uh, blessings. He can do many things. Yes, 10 p.m. That's my plan tomorrow, or maybe sooner. I'm thinking 10 p.m. I'll talk to cousin Jesse, and tomorrow I'll post it on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters and SE News at what time we're going live. I'm thinking he wanted to go earlier than what we normally go. So I'll post it. I'll just go with the flow of things, and he wanted to do it earlier, so we'll see. A head eater. All right, brother Joseph, a head eater. There is some strange this entities, uh, unclean spirits, DDN demons. They can manifest to anything. You know, no, doesn't matter what the manifestation they take. It's about not giving them power, no matter what you're saying, because you're stronger than that. It's within you to fight spiritually against them. So you go into spiritual warfare and fight it spiritually through Jesus Christ, because that's the only way you're going to overcome uh, these unclean spirits is through Jesus Christ. And saying that, well, that's awesome, brother, that you saved your life from addictions. Um, the Heavenly Father is awesome. That's all I can tell you. And for the people that dwell in negativity, I know I did something earlier at the beginning of the show because people were keep on coming after me and my cousin in a negative way. I did something, which maybe I shouldn't have, right? But it's done. What is done, and I can always ask God for forgiveness. That's the thing, right? But yeah, people coming at me in a negative way while I do my lives, do my shows, and just being disrespectful, saying saying bad things about me or my cousin. So I put them on blast at the beginning of the show, and it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it. I just give them a taste of their own medicine, to see how they like it, right? Since I want to talk mess about a lot of people, disrespecting not just me and my cousin, but my friends. 3 years. Yeah. But in saying that, God, the Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ is awesome. He can make things happen, especially when you're praying into faith and belief. So I can do a little. What I'm going to do before I go is just uh, share a little caption of what I was sharing here tonight on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I don't know how far I can go into the pictures here. Uh, oop, that's from yesterday. From yesterday. Yeah, we started off with this is my brother. Let me see, am I even sharing it? I'm not sharing it yet. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I'm sharing it. Okay. We started with this one. This my brother right here, and we got a what I believe is a succubus right in front of him, trying to drain his energy. There's her mouth and her eyes. This happened in a very hard time for him because he lost a family member, and the opening was there. So the succubus decided to attack while he was down and mourning, and he came at him. So, but we were able to capture it through the camera in front of the house. Succubus. Then I shared this picture of a familiar, the succubus, and I believe back here is a incubus. Let's take a closer look. There's a succubus, and the incubus is right here because they travel in threes. There's a closer look at her, and as you can see, the succubus is right here. There's his face. Let me take a closer look. That's a look of her face. Here's a look of the succubus. Oh man. Now that I see it, it looks like he's got his mouth open. It looks different than before. At first, I thought he had like an amulet or something, but it looks like a mask of some sort. With his mouth open, he's got a nose here. Uh, I might have to work on this picture better to get rid of this glow, to get a better look at that. Looks like he's got his mouth open there. Oh, ladies, he's got a big mouth. Look at that. There's the nose. We type in Enrique Jesus Christ's name. I'm able to see it a lot clearer, a lot better now than before. It looks like his mouth is pretty big. The nose is right here. There's the eyes. Like a chin here. Let's see it one more time. Yeah, this is a good one right here. Right there. Look at that. So I'm going to go on forward. Here's a closer look. There's his mouth, the nose, the eye. Of course, the picture of the familiar. There it is. The familiar. The succubus, the incubus is over there. Then we're showing the picture of the tree. I got a close up of it where the unclean spirit is coming out of the tree. There's the face. Looks demonic to me from the face. Coming out of the tree. This picture is from Elms Grove. And the last picture is what was shared to us. For Brother Gross of an entity bothering a friend. It's got a face up here, face here, like they're standing by the doorway. And saying that, good night, sweet dreams, everybody, and peace out from spiritual encrypted encounters. So I'm signing off. God bless y'all.